minutes. Good evening, Mr. President, International Director for the Toastmasters and friends. As your general evaluator, it is my duty to evaluate generally. Anything also can, they say. I would like to evaluate our appointment holders this evening in the order of speaking as Sept, the Toastmaster of the evening. I have a lot more to say about this lady, and therefore you shall be the last. Punctuality is number one in Toastmaster movement. I was impressed when the Sergeant at Arms called the meeting at 7:30 sharp. Sergeant at Arms. I'd like to use the approach, the hands approach to evaluate our evaluators today. Two hands, of course. The right hand, what have you done right? The left hand, what is left to be improved? You have done right by starting the meeting. I started the meeting at 7:30 sharp. I'd like to offer you some areas of improvement. Number one, if you like the audience or members to introduce in certain fashion, you might want to consider using the whiteboard to write it down, just in case there are latecomers who come in and not exactly sure what to do, then you'll be quite lost. That's one area. Number two, the table topic speakers, we do have many speakers today. You probably noticed by now, when the Sergeant at Arms wrote not that anymore, the names of the topic speakers rather, you see names like Sumi, Eugene, and so on and so forth. In the Toastmasters movement, we recommend, as a professional body, we write the full name, as in name with the surname. Because if you just call the name, it is probably a little bit too informal in this kind of setting. Yes, you might want to consider doing that. And it is the Sergeant at Arms duty when this lectern is removed by some of the speakers, and if the next speaker needs, it is your duty to put it back. Yes, thank you very much. President, take pride of whatever that you have achieved, and I totally agree with the President. If you don't learn anything today, you are not different from who you were yesterday. Obviously, today we have learned a lot, and we are very different from what we were yesterday. Table topic session, competent Toastmaster Pauline Lim conducted the session professionally, explained the timing sequence, and very clever to use this phrase. You get the chance to talk, and everybody has to listen to you to encourage the speakers to speak. And I guess there were quite a few volunteers. In fact, if not because of time constraint, we probably get a lot more speakers to come forth. If I were you, Pauline, since the props is already here, might as well use this to add impact to encourage the members to. I know this is a small thing, but the visual impact, Project 8, you learn it. If it is here, might as well use it. And also announce it to the audience that, look, this could be yours, and speak for minimum 1 minute, you get it. So the use of visually is what I'd like to ask you to consider. Whoever standing here is the authority. And when the topic master was asking Mr. President, should I continue? I think if you would like to check with Mr. President whether you should consider at 8 o'clock, then you might want to quietly look for Mr. Then over here, you decide whether to continue or not. Because by asking in front of the audience, it loses the authority and your control. Timer, Dave. It is very kind that our past president stand in as a timer. In fact, that is what Toastmasters is
not past yet. Future. Potential.
He gives me the impression that he has to be a president. That is what a Toastmaster is for. At any one time, if there is a call for duty, you just stand in. That is exactly what he stood for today. As a topic master, obviously, as a timer, obviously, today, the timer is not quite prepared. When the Toastmaster of the evening called for demonstration of timing for Project 2 and Project 10, we need to prompt him to switch on the timing machine. And when the Toastmaster of the evening did not ask for puzzle, she could press the puzzle. As the timer, surely we need to work with the Toastmaster of the evening, who is definitely the authority for the evening. Induction. This is a last-minute insertion. As far as the program is concerned, it's not there. And I must say that the Toastmaster of the evening has done a great job by making full use of the time. It is important to conduct induction ceremony for all members at the next possible moment which your club did just that. And I noticed that it is very encouraging that the induction officer, which is our president, gave the Project 1 manual straight away to the members. The two of you can consider studying it. I'd like to make a recommendation to the future inducting officer. The pledge, for them to read, it is recommended that you print it out and if possible laminate it so that they can read it together instead of you read and then you follow. Because when they follow, they don't have something to read, they anyhow read. The evaluators, you have the speakers, and the evaluators have already evaluated the speakers. I shall not talk on the speakers' performance, but the evaluators' performance. To my fellow evaluators this evening, I'd like to make two general recommendations. Number one, focus on the objectives of the speech that you are evaluating. That is the key rule, golden rule. Number two, do not narrate the speech. Again, we heard it. Go straight to evaluate the speech instead of narrating the speech. For Nico, yes, you recommended to add humor to project 2. I'm not exactly sure is that part of the objective. And also we recommended about the title, to change it to the title that you recommended. Personally, I thought that title that Eugene used was quite appropriate. Now you see, now you don't, it creates suspense in a sense. So perhaps two of you might want to talk about it. after this. Rani, you spoke on vocal variety. Project 10 is about inspiration. Perhaps you'd like to consider speaking to Jensen or recommending to Jensen about appealing to the emotional aspect to inspire people. This is probably what I like to do if I were to evaluate Jensen. Tim Song rightly pointed out about the short form used by our speaker, CCK. Nishan, perhaps you'd like to consider commenting on the time management of the speakers as well. We always encourage the speaker to make full use of time. Our speaker took 5 minutes and 21 seconds, which means there's 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to be utilized. Encourage them to make full use of the time. Language evaluator, if I don't ask the timer to time him, you'll probably take away my 10 minutes also. John, nothing personal. I like to... John is my close friend. John, this is the first time I see when John wore glasses or spectacles. John, it looks nice. Seriously. Perhaps this is, you didn't use it very often. And really, you put up, put down, put up, 20 times.
Sorry, I don't use that.
You might want to know. Our counter, oh my goodness, we have an expert to spot mistakes today. You get the right counter today. You recognize those who use less than 5 pause fillers and those who did not use pause fillers. Unfortunately, we thought it might be good if you tell or make a report on all speakers who have used which type and how many, so that we can improve, so that we can use more of them. Improve means use more of them. Our Toastmaster of the evening today, professional Toastmaster of the evening, if she didn't tell us that she was doing it for the first time, I would never know that she was doing it for the first time. And therefore, as a professional, don't tell me you're doing it for the first time. You do so well, hey. She was well prepared and the entire meeting was well conducted. I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. 1 or 2 recommendations. Timer not around, you should know before you start the program. A speaker needs no introduction, probably you might not want to use that. Later on I see you to give you more. The epitome of great public speaking is still Toastmaster. Enjoying the journey. There's nothing left to stop us from doing right. Let's be the best we can be.